Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zur Part Nummer 2 von Vagrant Order und dem Keon hier Lostbelt. Liebe Leute, wir sind beim letzten Mal eigentlich hier beauftragt worden, uns ein bisschen zu erholen nach dem Atlantis in Lostbelt. Doch so wie es aussieht, bleibt dafür keine Zeit. Wir sind hier erstmal in der Sicht von unserem guten Tsuna. Und dieser hat beim letzten Mal den Oni Ibaraki, die wir auch kennen, hier schon besiegt. Und er ist auf der Suche nach Mastern, was ganz interessant ist, da er dann hier ein Servant ist und er einen Cast hat, der jetzt die Frage ist, ob es mit dir, Lilly, ob es sein Master ist oder, also, yes, Master, ach so, okay, Tsuna ist der Master und sie ist sein Servant, okay, interesting. A magic energy was far beyond that of an ordinary human, but it also didn't belong to a servant. Perhaps she was a phantasma or... She's an Oni. Right. Of course you never had such a creature in the land of you hail from. Ibaraki and I have something of history, but as you may have guessed. But never mind that now. For the time being, I shall halt until this arm myself. Understood. So, what it feels like you to have senses and hands with magecraft. Magnificent work, Caster. As you can see, I remain without a scratch, even after facing off with an Oni. Don't be ridiculous, Latsuna. All I did was cast a simple spell to temporarily enhance your senses. You're the one who evaded those fearsome attacks without a physical enhancement protection from claw and flame. And what's more, you did so entirely with your eyes closed. It was truly incredible to feel it, if I've ever seen one, Master. Hardly. Anyone who cares a sword could, well, maybe not. But I will say that any warrior at the top of their art, that is, any of Raiko's 4 Heavenly Kings, could do such as much. Or at least they should. Alright, my caster, let us be off. We have more quarry we must find tonight. Yes, Master, understood. Auf der anderen Seite haben wir übrigens noch hier einen goldenen Typen hier gesehen, der auch unterwegs war und auf der Suche nach, also ein Master werden wollte. So. Auf einmal halte ich diese dummen Missionen. Schön, liebe Leute, dafür machen wir das ja alles. Nämlich, weil ich ja bis dato noch keinen Lostbelt abgeschlossen habe und keinen Fuyuki. Endlich, liebe Leute, geht's los, liebe Leute. Mir fällt gerade auf, hier gibt es Pupils, wenn wir mal machen. Das ist doch schön. So ungewohnt, dass das jetzt hier dabei steht. Und Bälle. Liebe Leute, wir brauchen Bälle. So, nicht diese Bälle, andere Bälle. So, nicht schon wieder dirtier werden. Liebe Leute, legen wir los. Und, ja, das ist natürlich die wollende Frage, wie unsere Freunde eigentlich in diese Abenteuer reingezogen werden.
Singularity. We've got a singularity on our hand. But... as I mentioned many times, I'm very much a layman when it comes to singularities. Plus, I really don't want to get involved with them at all possibilities. So I won't be sitting back and enjoying an elegant cup of tea back in my George Director office, currently still under construction. The circumstances apparently being what they are, I decided to at least put a brief appearance here. In regards of the singularity itself, I'll let my technical and administrative advisor handle the briefing. Alright, technical advisor, have it over the proceeding from a safe supervised distance.
Thanks, Gordy. I'll take it from here. Foo-foo! Ah, I said you were welcoming me, Foo. Thanks. Alright, Maxi and Mesh, ready to get this briefing started? Ready. I take it we need to reshift somewhere again. No, don't be so hasty. So this is the latest singularity. It was first observed about 30 minutes ago. Of course, we first currently bleached clean of human history. The only kinds of singularities that can occur now are minute ones. Or so we thought. Do you remember what Shion told us about the minute singularity? Basically, the worst that can happen with an unprepared singularity is that it causes a few minor problems when Earth is restored normal. But not the case here. That is a real deal, a genius full-blown capital S singularity. A re-singularity? You mean, like the original 7 singularities? Fool? Precisely. Which means the singularity represents the grave threat to humanity, even with Earth's current bleached state. The fact that singularity has appeared as a blot of black stagnation, even as this empty Earth, suggests that its influence is far-reaching indeed. That is the unfortunate conclusion Trismegistus II has reached. Black stagnation. Yep, black stagnation. How can I put this? It's basically like a giant sunspot, and that's the kind of stagnation we're talking about. But didn't the genius of Atlas Institute says we had this at least a month? An excellent point, which is why you should hear what she has to say for herself. Go ahead, Gian. I'm so sorry, I just forgot to say about the world and tech for a month. The thing about singularities is the only people who can predict them are the ones who cause them. That is even why Griefia ended up being undone by them. They are like insects eating holes in your lap before you are even aware of their existence. Anyway, there you have it. I will let the singularity professional take it on from here. Good luck fixing this one and restoring humanity. Sie sagen das immer so entspannt. Makes sense, huh, Maxi? So, your mission this time is to investigate and limit this dark spot out on humanity history. The singularity is located in Japan during the Heian period, in the 5th year of Kanko, or 1008 by the Gregorian calendar, the early 11th century. More specifically, it's located in the city we are called Kyoto. Though at the time it was commonly referred as Kyo or Miyako, meaning the capital. Kyo! Perhaps it would be easiest to simply refer to it as Heiyan-kyo, as the Heian period Kyoto. Heian, that is the period Raiko, Kentucky, Shutenduchi Ibaraki, Murasaki Shikibu, and Seisho Nogon all came from. Now that's gold! Did somebody say Heian-kyo and the 5th year of Heian-kyo, and unless you're really gold, speaking the language. That's time right around when Genji was very in our pram. As I recall, that was just before our big early cleanup operation. Which means you can expect to see yours truly. Yeah, say I better believe me, Boss Riker gonna be all over this. Well, I know Riker kinda busy getting things ready now, but I'm sure she'd come running in a flash if you gave the word, Master. Kentucky means golden time, right? Then this really is your time to shine. Hell yeah! That's true. I must surely know the Heian-kyo place better than anyone. And if we could meet up with your historical counterpart, it would be perfect for getting him to cooperate with us and to share what he knows. So I agree that having you come along with would be ideal, if it were possible. Huh? What's the matter, short stuff? Why the long face? Well, the thing is... Hello everyone, long time no see. Fumakotoro, at your service. Oh, Kato Danzo, likewise.
Where yours come from? For. What if ninja servants always popping up where you least expect them? Sure, I might be able to handle a surprise, thanks to the nerves of sea cultivated during the lifetime of racing. But you can easily cost Mount St. Michael here to die of shock.
Tabby's not even sticking to the food theme anymore. I'm so sorry, Dr. Goredofl. I promise I'll be more careful from now on.
Good. But, only within reason, of course. I'm aware your ninjas are about stuff, after all.
Master Lord Kentucky, Lord Goredofl, other distinguished guests. Will you please hear what we have to say? Of course we will. Thank you, Master. You see, Lady Danzo and I sensed something was wrong at almost exactly the same time. 30 minutes ago. The same time that the singularity appeared. Right. Both Lady Danzo and I were momently overcome by the exact same sensation. A sensation like hearing scrambling insect which we think is directly connected to.
Limbo, die alte Ego.
Fufu!
Limbo, huh? I've heard stories about him too, Master. And it sure hell sounds like he's one of the most ungolden bastards ever. He basically shows out of nowhere and tries to pull some serious ungolden shit on you guys all the time, right? From what I've heard, it sounds like a dead ringer for Asyadoman. Cause I can't say for sure if it's the same Asyadoman I knew. But I do know for sure that he was hanging out in Kyo right around the year 1008. That said, I get the feeling that he didn't start competing with Abenteuer or going down a serious deranged path until a little later on.
Limbo. Limbo is truly a wicked creature. And yet I get a strong sense that he and I are invented by threats of fate. I feel the same. What's more, when I heard you all mention Heiyan-kyo, that feeling only grew stronger. So please, Master, please let us come with you on this journey, so that we may cut the threads of fate that bind us to him once and for all.
Fate, huh? Well, I can certainly understand how you must feel, but I'm afraid we can't make a call on that alone. What do you say, technical advisor? Sending contracted hero experts along on a race shift may work for pseudo-singularity and minute runs. But were you ever able to send him to a re-singularity?
No, bei Da Vinci hat's geklappt, oder?
Basically, as far as I can recall, you could only race shift 2 people at most.
Well, of course, being able to race shift contracted hero experts from our time would be a huge advantage on any mission. But as the directors rightly pointed out, we're usually not able to have contracted hero experts tag along.
Huh?
While they have been servants with extremely skills that let them race shift into singularity on their own, for the most part it's just as impossible. Was war ein Camelot mit dir? Zählt nicht, oder? Since most hero experts can't race shift on their own, the only choice is to sync up with Master. As for how we determine whether if there's possibility, it all comes down to singularity's essence. By which I mean how harshly it treats elements that didn't originally exist in their history. To put it another way, how many gaps it has through which foreign elements might slip in. For example, if the singularity were to occur in a crucial point in human history, there would always be no room to bend the rules regarding what sort of outside element we are allowed. But the singularity restrictions are nearly so well strict. Which means there's room for fudge things, presumably allowing us to race shift contract heroes in alongside Master. The same mostly holds true for pseudo-singularities too. You've seen some cases where selected hero experts be able to race shift along thanks to their bonds, temperament traits and unique characteristics. For example, with the Agatha incident, Astolf and Dion had no problems tagging along. In Salem we managed to send Robin, Hood, Sanson and Matahari. With the Shinjuku case, we could have technically sent a few servants along. But they ended up able to race shift it all the way there thanks to the certain professor's interference.
Alright, what's the deal with this one? Can we go along or not?
I'm afraid that would be a really challenging thing for the singularity. Well, I say challenging, but it's really more like impossible. As far as I can tell from the numbers I've got Paper Moon, there are no servants who could accompany Master on. This is the Stormborder command room, calling from an anchor point. Do you read me, Da Vinci? I've been following along remotely, so don't worry about catching me up. Sion actually touching the Paper Moon right now, and she says she has some new information about your current topic. Go ahead, Sion. She's here flapping her gums like a puppy. Like a guppy? I admit that is a very cute expression, but you are aware I do not have gills, right? Alright, the report. I was inspecting the Paper Moon. And here you are discussing offer experts and the probability to race shift. So out of the sheer curiosity, I decided to try running some new numbers, and the results were interesting. Interesting you say? Oh yes, very interesting. It is not a result I would ever have expected to get on a first try. It's almost as though someone is extending an invitation for the relevant parties to come along. Look, that says,
What is she talking about?
look, how the hell should I know? Food presentation. Is it bacon time? Leute, Mann, das ist schon wieder ein Screenshot. Muss für die Nachwelt aufgehalten werden. So, Leute, Mann, ist Essenszeit? It is wonderful to see you guys acting in such solidarity. It makes you all seem more dependable than ever. But now it's not the time for heartwarming scenes. No, definitely not. So we'll jump straight to the point. The good news is, I happen to observe a spirit ocean that should have no trouble whatsoever race-shifting with maxi to singularity. Yes, this is Fuma Kotaro. Okidoki, Kintoki. And Kataro Danzo. Was? Okay, Fuma mach ich. Ich mach beide. The bad news is, those are the only tools. The rest of the Heiyan-servants, including Kitoki, are a no-go. Nicht mal Mama Raiku? Also servants from other regions and time periods. Gotcha. No, Kintoki. Nah, don't worry about it. It is what it is, right? The only thing that matters is that you keep boss safe. Between you two and Mesh, you'll have a golden shield and spear at his command. Make sure you do the rest of us proud out there, alright? I'm counting on you, evil vine and black kite. Understood. Right. As for the rest of us, why you better believe we show up to help fight battles and stuff. I've also got some golden advice I want to impart before you head out. If you're heated for 5th year Konku era Heiyan-kyo, then yours truly, well, actually a few of our living selves are sure to be there somewhere. So make damn sure you find us no matter what. If you can't just track us down and expand the whole singularity deal into our living selves, well, I can at least promise that Raikus and me are sure to believe you. Protecting the human world's the Genji clan's on duty after all. And Raikou in particular do anything to keep people safe, even if that means you gotta sell out that what's gonna sound like a whole bunch of nonsense. Alright, that's all I got, so I couldn't be of more help. Good luck, boss. I'll be a golden rooting for you. I'll do my golden best. Now that's what I'm talking about. Golden! Fufu! I see you're running to go with Tufu.
I'm not letting that little furbo tag along on you yet on our mission. It's staying right here this time. Think about it. What if it gets lost and left behind at the latest race shift destination? It could end up single-handedly ruining Japan's natural ecosystem. Wollen wir eigentlich nochmal erwähnen, dass er eigentlich eine Bestie ist? Nee, vielleicht nicht. Fu. Ah. What is it, Furball? You have something to say to me? Administrative advisor, tactic advisor, I'll take care of this brute with no sense of self-preservation. In the meantime, go ahead and brief the field team on the specifics of the operation. Ah.
Fu! Mein fertig, Fu! Alright, let's get to it, shall we? Maxi, Miss Caroline, Fuma Kotaro, Kataro Danzo. Your mission is to investigate and repair the singularity in Heiyan-kyo in the year 1008. That is long and short of it. It's basically business as usual. Find the Holy Grail that's causing the singularity and bring it back home. And like Kentucky said earlier, he and Raikou living selves should be there. So do everything you can do to make contact with them, as they are sure to be a huge help. And one more thing. In regards to this particular Holy Grail's whereabouts, we actually have something of a hint this time. Limbo. Based on what we know about him, there's a possibility that he managed to procure Holy Grail and spawn the singularity using methods we could never predict. Limbo the alter ego. Every now and then you come across people who will give up everything if it means causing as much destruction as possible. These kinds of people leech the life from everything around them. They refuse to see their worth in anything, themselves included, and stick solely to hurting and killing. So be careful, cause I suspect that's the kind of threat Limbo might be too. And we can't afford to let him slow us down when he's still got a whole breach to restore. Don't worry, I'll be back as soon, and as I've got the Holy Grail. It's time to settle the score with Limbo, once and for all. Excellent. In the meantime, we'll continue to work on stabilizing the stormwater and real-world materials. I'm afraid we are still woefully unprepared to send you on our way. Anyway, in fact, you're almost certainly walking into a trap. But at the same, that is not the problem we can run from. For the time being, it seems unlikely that the foreign god will move from South America, and Limbo appears to be the only external force behind this latest singularity. Which means that right now, he's operating independently. And so, trap or not, we cannot afford to miss this chance when we know we will be without reinforcements. I would love to interrogate him to extract every iota from information he knows about the foreign god. But I cannot imagine he would willingly comply with any demands we might make. At any rate, remember this. Your primary mission for this raid shift is not to only repair the singularity. It is also to eliminate the key figure of the foreign god's forces before the foreign god herself intervenes. Understood. You can count on me, sir.
Alright, on hand, prepare for raid shift. I want all of Northern Chaldea on standby, ready to help out as needed. Your destination is the southwest district of Heiyan-kyo. We initiate the raid shift in the 15-minute, that is all.
Got it. Come on, Mesh.
Right, Senpai. Fufu!
Und damit, liebe Leute, startet eine neue Reise. Lostbelt. Humanity Foundation LOE Planes Naraka Mandala Heiyan-kyo Thunderous Flash. Bevor wir uns dem 6. Lostbelt widmen können, wartet noch eine andere Gefahr auf uns. Heiyan-kyo sowie Limbo, die wir bezwingen müssen, liebe Leute. Es ist Zeit, in ein Abenteuer mit Dämonen, Genjis und Monstrositäten zu wandern. Und wir werden natürlich auch beim nächsten Mal damit weitermachen. Und glücklicherweise haben wir endlich hier diese doofe Mission geschafft. Dann würde ich sagen, machen wir nun einen kleinen Cut. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und beim nächsten Mal geht es dann richtig los.